Yeah. Now, looking at the rest of the question, advantages and disadvantages. You know, I think the ServiceNow platform, the primary advantage of the ServiceNow platform is it was built from the bottom up, and it's a very coherent and integrated application platform. Even Salesforce has done a fair amount of acquisition, and they've kind of cobbled together the Salesforce platform outside of their kind of core CRM offering. And it has, I think, less continuity than the ServiceNow platform does. It's more complicated as well. But it's also more mature. You could argue the Salesforce platform has been around longer. It has more momentum. So, you know, those are kind of the trade-offs. I think the biggest thing ServiceNow has going for it is just the momentum they have established in the enterprise space, and they're viewed as kind of the front runner and the most innovative company out there, according to Forbes. So that's probably their biggest advantage at the moment. In terms of business model of partners, yeah, that varies. You know, I don't think we may go to API invocation at some point or transactional based, but today we've optimized for keeping it simple. And so, like I mentioned, we have a base runtime license, and that runtime license, I think, scales based on the size of the partner or the size of the customer. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay. So we can see the API charge separate, right?
No, I mean, right now, at least at the time that I left ServiceNow, which was about 6 months ago, they weren't doing transactional-based or API-based metering or charging. It was more coarse-grained than that. But like I said, that's, you know, that could change.
Okay. Okay.
I think, so just to close on that, I think the ideal is to get to some sort of consumption-based model at some point. It's very difficult to do that today for a number of reasons. And the way the sales cycle works at ServiceNow is you kind of do the contract up front, so it forces a customer to know in advance essentially roughly how many API invocations they might want to do in a year. And for a lot of customers, that's not, you know, that's not feasible to do. So we tend to err on the side of doing sort of just a flat fee based on the size of the customer.
I have another question. The runtime license, those charge for the runtime environment. Do you charge for the testing environment or development environment separately? For example, you charge the developer, like you are providing the sandbox, for example, charge for one sandbox for testing, for developing separately?
Yeah, that's a good question. And again, this is subject to change, but at the time that I left, when you paid the platform runtime license, that gave you entitlement to a production instance and one development instance for staging or validation. And you could purchase additional development licenses separately.
Okay. Okay, let's go to question 9.
Okay. What are the technical operation and maintenance for Now Platform, the cloud service? What are the major challenges? Are you talking about internally, like in ServiceNow? What does it take to run the platform?
Right.
Okay. You know, I mean, I think that a lot of the challenges that ServiceNow